House Republican leader Kevin McCarthy doing an about-face, a full about-face, now defending President Trump's response to the insurrection at the Capitol on January 6th.
When I talked to President Trump I was the first person to contact him when the riots was going on. He didn't see it. What he ended the call was telling me he'll put something out to make sure to stop this. And that's what he did. He put a video out later.
Quite a lot later. And it was a pretty weak video. But I'm asking you specifically, did he say to you, I guess some people are more concerned about the election than you are?
No, listen, my conversations with the president are my conversations with the president. I engaged in the idea of making sure we could stop what was going on inside the Capitol at that moment in time, and the president said he would help.
That is McCarthy trying to rewrite history, even contradicting himself. Here's what he said 1 week after the Capitol attack.
The president bears responsibility for Wednesday's attack on Congress by mob rioters. He should have immediately denounced the mob when he saw what was unfolding. These facts require immediate action by President Trump.
And then that'll change a week later, saying this.
I don't believe he provoked if you listen to what he said at the rally.
Okay, CNN political director David Chalian is joining us now. I hear these remarks, David, and I just think, does McCarthy really think we are that dumb, that we didn't see what we all saw with our own eyes or didn't hear what we all heard with our own ears previously?
Yeah, I don't think it's about whether he thinks the public at large isn't paying attention. I think what you saw when you played that clip, and I'm so glad you played it on a week after the insurrection where he said Donald Trump bears responsibility for the attack on the Capitol, he thought that his party was perhaps going to be in a different place than it ended up being, which is somehow separating from Trump. And he realized very quickly that that was not the case. And he has set his sights on winning back the House majority for Republicans so that he can then attempt to be Speaker of the House. And he sees the only way to do that is to actually embrace the support of the former president for the Republican Party, because that's where the energy inside the Republican Party is. And so that's why when you played the Chris Wallace interview from the weekend, this is where Kevin McCarthy is now, because you just have to follow him to see where he has his sort of finger in the wind, to see where the party base is. That's not necessarily the definition of a party leader who's trying to lead their party to a place. That's somebody just sort of following where the base is.
He did confess, I guess, to the New York Times that he is walking, quote, the tightest tightrope anyone has to walk. So he's trying to have it both ways, I guess?
Yeah, I don't even know that he's trying to have it both ways anymore. I mean, I think that the Kevin McCarthy that said President Trump bears responsibility, which I think it's pretty clear he bears some responsibility for that insurrection at the Capitol, I don't think we're going to see that person come again. So I don't think he's necessarily trying to have it both ways. I think that was a moment where he thought maybe the party was going to move in a different direction. It didn't. And now I just think you see the Kevin McCarthy that is trying to do what he can to keep that Trump base enthused, because that's where he sees the power inside his party.